Who clears their YouTube search history?
Weirdos. Like the most abysmal ones, like the ones who have horrible skin kind, the lack of hygiene kind, the ones that touch things with dirty hands kind. Every Minecraft video that we watched so far has had one thing in common. They have all been talked about after the events have occurred, but this is the first video where we get to see step by step as everything's happening, because it's happening live. Today's video is this creepy alpha Minecraft channel only live streams. This video is by Zachobuilds. Welcome back to Stanley Live. Let's get it. Let's go.
It's not normal for an alpha Minecraft channel to suddenly go live, especially in the year 2024. So
yeah.
When I saw this live stream pop up on my feed, I knew it had to be something weird.
Please. Oh my gosh, I got scared of text. No, that's the worst one. Oh, that's the worst one. That's the worst one. That's the worst one. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's the worst one. I'm so sorry. I got scared. Wow. Wow. No. I take full accountability for that one. That's bad. That one's actually bad. Holy no. I gotta get that checked out. That one's bad. That one's bad.
When I joined, I was surprised to see an incredibly developed world with tons of buildings and gardens, but what immediately struck me as odd was why the players still had such bad tools. It was obvious that many months
he's getting it out the mud. Like, come on, bro. It takes some time to get some good tools. Like,
been spent on this world, but yet they had no iron tools or iron armor. I think I caught the end of the stream.
Bro, not everybody's having iron. Not everybody's having iron. If everybody was having iron, then why would there even be stone for it? Like, bro, come on, bro. That's that capitalism mindset, bro.
Because as I watched, I could see the player walk around their base, finish construction of a new house, and begin to wander further away from base.
That was good, boy.
Something. They traveled for a while before even finding any actual trees because their base just had countless empty ones, which is a bit unsettling, but
I would have just thought he's the one who chopped those all down though, right?
Most likely just because leaf decay wasn't added until alpha 1.06.
Right.
The player.
I'm saying right like I knew that. I did not know that. I did not know that.
Oh. Okay, maybe it is unsettling.
Facts.
The player then encounters a hole that goes surprisingly deep underground, and then
he didn't make that.
Happens.
Stop. 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 Ooh. Did somebody like strangle him while he's on the computer? Like, what is this? And he's still got the mouse in his hand. Like what's happening? Whoa. Nope, no. Build out of that, bro. You got 15 blocks, bro. Build up out of that, bro. He's gonna go down it.
And then
I got scared by a replay button popping up. Or that's the live button. Oh my. This is not a good video for me. This is not a good video for me.
Stream ends. This channel is called Consciousness, but I'm gonna call our player Con because consciousness is a mouthful, much like your mother. But the channel's description describes itself as an alpha Minecraft uploads channel, despite the fact that it only has one upload aside for the live streams, and majority of which don't even go public after they happen. So
right.
I turned on post notifications and watched the singular posted video in the meantime. It begins with Con messaging on a sign.
Happy birthday, Con.
An interesting
comment, see? It already got weird, bro. All that he doesn't know, she can't see me, who's here. Ah, man, you couldn't just do other weird things, like, I don't know, build something questionable.
As someone who started their YouTube channel before I had parental permission to, I could relate. As the video continued, it showed what appeared to be the start of a new world, where Con is doing all of the typical starting activities, mining wood, making tools, going into caves.
Don't do that. Why are you doing that? Stop. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that?
It's odd. Con appears to be incredibly opposed to entering any caves or underground areas at all. This could perhaps be because Con is a young child and is scared of those areas, or perhaps Con is partaking in a Minecraft but I can't touch the color gray challenge. Either is possible.
They make those videos?
To mine out trees and even begins construction of a house. and the area around that house is very recognizably the same area that we saw in that live stream, except this time with many more trees than we see prior. We see Khan place down a sign and type "first home," but then they delete it and say "look closely," and then deletes that. The video then ends soon after. Here's what I had gathered so far. This was most likely a child due to the flower gardens and the seemingly being afraid of the dark.
What? I'll let you know, as a grown man, I have a flower garden and it is quite lovely. That could be a man. It doesn't have to be a boy.
They are only given around 30 minutes a day to play Minecraft, and they're not supposed to record it, but they are doing so secretly. But what really confused me was the text, "look closely." I felt there was something here I was missing, and with nothing but time until the next live stream, I decided to recreate parts of the player's base the best I could on a different world, hoping it would potentially reveal something. Jesus, all I'm learning is this guy definitely builds like it's 2010, that's for sure. I also can't express how hard it is to build these off of like random frames from the live stream. Like, this is like my old build tutorials, just way too fast, and it's hard to see what the hell I'm supposed to be building. I know this probably seems unnecessary for me to be building all of this, but you'd be wrong, because as I was going through my recording of the live stream,
it's the sound effects that he used. It's the sound effects. The sound effects are the things that are getting me for sure.
I caught a glimpse of something I hadn't noticed before. It was a sign, and I really only had three frames to go off of, but across these 3 frames, I'm pretty sure it said one word: trapped. Something bad was happening here. I just couldn't pinpoint any specifics or any concrete evidence as to what, but this sign alone confirmed my gut
that's
feeling that
terrifying.
something was wrong, and if I didn't do anything about it, I wasn't sure anyone else would.
Whoa, that's terrifying. That's actually creepy.
I wouldn't get any more answers until the next day when I saw the channel go live again. It picked up exactly where it had left off, with Khan stuck in a hole and appearing to just look around for a way out. They see a 2x1 tunnel and decide to enter it facing backwards in order to keep looking at.
Oh, nice. I like that. Now, is that like technically great, like living IQ survival instincts? No, absolutely not. Not even close. But does it help me feel better while watching the video? Yes.
At what limited light the hole offered them. However, the light is quickly lost, which makes Khan run back to the hole and build out the manual way.
Yeah.
Interestingly
nice. I like
enough,
that.
Khan doesn't go back to their base, and nor do they continue in the direction they were heading in the last stream. Khan heads to a house in a completely different region we haven't seen before. On their way, Khan finds what seems to be like a glitched dungeon and loots it. But this house is what fascinates me. It's built for seemingly no reason, only surrounded by a singular tree stump. They enter the house and take a long look at this random staircase leading down. Khan stares at this hole for, I'm not kidding, 12 minutes, which was quite painstaking to sit through live. Oh.
The zombie sounded like footsteps. I'm not explaining myself when I get scared anymore, because I'm allowed to be scared. Who cares if I'm tall? Who cares if I can pick up weights at a heavy rate? Fear is fear, and that's okay.
My God. They do eventually come back and place a bucket that they had gotten from that dungeon in the chest upstairs, and then head to a room, take a pause, head back to the bucket quietly, and then leave the house. Now, this would be weird in and of itself, right? But then Khan does it 10 more times for the remainder of the live stream, just over and over and over again, and it's only until that last run does the stream cut off once again at 30 minutes on the dot. I find this house and what Khan does
So his parents are cutting the Wi-Fi off every 30 minutes on the dot? Is that what I'm supposed to get from this?
Interesting, because it's almost like they're trying to rehearse something, like an escape, but it feels like a pretty big
He's trying to run away from home?
To assume that.
Practicing running away from home through Minecraft is very, very odd.
Just from a Minecraft player leaving a house over and over, but this did worry me, and I began to take this whole situation just a bit more seriously.
Friday, 11. Like and
The
subscribe.
next day, I joined the stream late because I'm stupid. I missed what I assume was Khan leaving the house and running back to their base, all the while making some bizarre motions, if I do say so myself. They return to base, and as they do, they message on a sign that says, quote, "I'm glad you're watching." This kind of scared.
And just like that, you would have lost your only viewer. I would have unsubscribed, turned off notifications, turned off my computer, and sold it. That is creepy, because now I feel like you about to do something weird.
Scared me beyond belief just because looking at the viewer count, I was certainly the only one watching the stream, but the stream continues on with Khan walking around, placing torches, and then going to
In
a
broad daylight?
storage room and organizing some items. However, Khan seems to be sorting these items very, very weirdly, putting random items in specific slots and with random amounts. Khan appears to be partway through doing this when suddenly they turn to a different chest, pause, and then go AFK for a long period of time. When they do come back, Khan actually breaks the chest and watches the sunrise for the remainder of the stream. Except not quite. They actually, in the last couple seconds, try to run back to the storage room, but the stream ends suddenly at 30 minutes on.
Oh, this is weird. This is weird. This is like something's happening in his real life weird, and I don't know. This gives out very spooky vibes.
I patiently awaited a live stream on Saturday, but one never happened.
Yeah, they got him.
While I was slightly worried, I instead decided to spend the time going through Friday's stream. So my recording obviously was missing that first portion of the stream, but I realized what Khan was trying to do when they were like flailing their character around. If you trace the crosshair, you can actually see letters, which ended up getting me D, and then an O, a W, and then another O. And your guys' guess is as good as mine. I thought maybe it was scrambled, like the word wood, scrambled, but I'm really not sure. So I moved to this chest organization thing. I mean, the blocks that were used were incredibly random, and I tried to find like a common denominator of sorts between all of them, but nothing really came to mind. So I turned to the amount of each item. Khan was very specific about the number of each item, so I knew there had to be a meaning there. But the answer was right in front of my face.
The alphabet?
I mean, if we're assuming that this is a child making it, it's not going to be some complex puzzle or a cipher. It's going to be something easy for them to think of. Each number never exceeds 23, which most likely means these are just numbered versions of the alphabet.
I have officially reached the territory of Minecraft ARG professional. I might be smart enough to bang with him. I'm not gonna lie.
Using that, I was able to get NANDCRAFT
Man,
VICWS
DC
GMA. And that makes as much sense to you as it does to me. I did eventually realize that some of the letters make more sense as numbers. So for example, this A should actually be a 1 to spell Mindcraft, and switching this C back to a 3 spells the word views. But what confused me was the GMA portion, because obviously it's cut off, but there's no words that start like that. Like, are we talking internet slang for grandma? Like, what? Like here, when I even Google it, you can oh, is it an email?
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I genuinely thought Gmail. I should have said it because now it doesn't sound like I'm being real. I should have said it. I genuinely thought Gmail. I promise.
The nice thing about Google is you don't need a password.
What's good,
to check
ABC?
if an email is valid. And when I typed in the email, I could see that this was in fact the one that was connected to the YouTube channel. So Khan was trying to give me access to the email, but I didn't know
password?
why. Like, should I email it? If I do email it, what the hell do I say? And what was Khan trying to spell out at the start of
Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Khan was live much later than they had ever been before, which was weird, but everything else seemed normal. For this stream, Khan spent most of their time just placing flowers in front of their houses, but Khan was also certainly the most talkative
Forever
that
Blessed,
I
I'm
had ever
locked.
seen them be in this stream.
Forever Blessed says, Stanley, I have a challenge for you. For every puzzle they come across, I want you to figure out the method on how to solve it before they do. No penalties. I'm gonna just try my best.
Writing on signs saying things like,
I love my house. I like glass. He's watching TV right now, but I should still be careful.
That's weird.
There were a lot of these signs to the point where I don't have time to go through all of them, but the stream finally ends when Khan messages on a sign saying, quote, "He's mad." And then the stream ends.
Oh.
Not at 30 minutes this time. For some reason, this stream ends at 25 minutes and 35 seconds. There's a lot to talk about here, so let's break this down little by little. There seems to be an
he ran into him. That something bad happened.
obsession with glass or sand, as well as Khan really liking their houses. We also find out that whoever this quote he is watching TV at the time of the stream. This is the second time we get a mention of a he, which is interesting. All of this doesn't give me a ton to go
He's not saying my dad. He's not saying my brother. He's specifically using he, which makes me feel like he's not talking about family here.
So I loaded into my recreation of the world, which I had added to in between streams to see if anything struck me as odd. But the information was so vague, it was hard to know exactly what Khan was trying to say here.
Okay, so the houses are important to them. I could have figured that. Sand and glass is so random. It's a pain in the butt for Khan to
The windows are letters. The windows are letters.
get. So
the windows
why
are
do you
letters.
bother with windows and only on one side of the houses.
The windows are letters.
Like, wait. Of course, duh. I'm literally blind.
It's upside
it's
down?
The windows. That's why they're so weird. I thought he just sucked at building. Oh, and that's what he was spelling at the end. D-O-W. It's the end of window. God, I'm stupid.
Oh,
Khan
dope.
had reflected letters and numbers upside down, so that way I guess they would be a little less obvious. But upon reflecting them back, you could see that it was an address. I know it's.
Oh my gosh, yo, this kid's literally kidnapped. Oh my gosh, this kid's literally kidnapped. Oh my gosh, this kid's literally kidnapped. Are we watching somebody? Yo.
To make, but my guess is Khan is trying to signal me to their address in order to help them, save them, whatever. The only thing holding me back from believing this is how on planet Earth Khan had access to a live stream to a specific channel.
Especially if he's under some conditions. That's what's getting me. Because if somebody's holding you hostage, basically, they're gonna stop you from having any access to the internet at all. Much less Minecraft and streaming it.
And why that was their only means of communication to the outside world. But I didn't dwell on that super
Appreciate
long.
the vid, Watson.
I went to look at this address. Unfortunately, you get tons of places in various US states.
Right.
From Kansas.
Check all of them. Check all of them. Bring my dog home. He's for sure not in Utah though. Nobody's in Utah. Facts. We don't even gotta go over there. Nobody's in Utah. Facts. It's just facts. It's just facts. It's just facts.
From Michigan, Arizona, all the way to Minnesota. Nearly every state in the US has a road titled Rock Road. I needed a way to narrow it down, so I scoured back through all the footage until I found something that helped. In the very first stream, the time was shown, Khan's time. So while for me, they go live at 11 a.m. every day, for them, it's 12.
That's East?
They were an hour ahead of me, putting them in Eastern Standard Time.
Come on, I'm locked in. I'm locked in. I'm locked in. I'm locked in. We gon' bring this kid home. No, all jokes aside, this is actually super creepy, and I hope that this kid has been found. This is weird. But I'm locked right now.
Narrows it down a lot. Takes me from 50 states to about 22, which isn't as much as I'd like, but whatever. So I still needed to figure out which state in specific Khan was in, but by the time I could even figure that out, it was time for the next stream.
Are You Watching is weird.
Khan was not where they had left off last stream. Khan was now deep underground, which is very out of character for them, but had seemingly mined there themselves. Khan began to traverse the 2x1 tunnels that they were in, with only the occasional torch providing them light. Every time Khan would encounter a torch, they would exclusively face it, even if it meant walking backwards, which ended up taking a very long time, considering Khan refused to uncrouch the whole time.
I don't blame him.
Eventually, Khan does escape and returns to their base, where they grab a sign and simply say, quote, "He was laughing at me." This is all before roaming around and picking flowers for the remainder
Oh my
of
gosh,
the
this is
stream.
so eerie.
This stream was by far the most confusing for me because as much as I rewatched it, I truly could not really understand what was going on. We had never seen a jump in location like this. Each stream always picked up exactly where the previous had, and we can also hear our third reference to him, but this time he is laughing at Khan. But not much of this stream was humorous. I mean, unless you think gardening is an absolute hoot, then this stream was more unsettling than anything. With this stream especially, I felt like I had hit a wall. I mean, I couldn't do much more with the info I had except for one thing. I could send this email an email, but I knew if
I feel like that's dangerous, because if the dude figures out that he has contact with the outside world, not only can he harm the kid, he could take away the only thing that he had in terms of reaching the outside world. I don't know if I send this email, bro.
Barely had access to Minecraft, then it wasn't going to be them who ends up reading it.
Yeah.
So I had to be very, very careful with what I decided to say in the email.
Dear player, due to your long-term participation in our game and Minecraft Alpha turning 15 years old this year, we would like to award you an in-game cape and a matching physical cape. You should already see your in-game cape in the Minecraft launcher menu, but to get your physical cape we will need your shipping information. You can check out the cape as well as provide the shipping information at the link below.
Okay, hear me out. This channel was created in 2010, seemingly as a Minecraft Alpha review channel. So, someone was alive 14 years ago and playing and posting Minecraft. My money is it is whoever is keeping this kid trapped.
Like the original hostage.
Will snag the location of whoever ends up opening it. So all I need
But that's the thing though. Me, I don't even touch a link that I don't know.
is for this person to open it.
No way he touches this link. No way you're kidnapping somebody and you're clicking random links. There's no way.
Free. But for now, we wait. Monday's stream was very important because it somehow finally had audio, and not game audio, microphone audio. It unfortunately just seemed very low quality and mostly hard to hear over the loud keyboard sounds.
I don't want to hear it. I'm scared.
Just past that, I could hear what sounded like someone talking on the phone. It was hard to hear, but it sounded like a man's voice to me. And meanwhile, Khan is wandering around and cutting down some trees, and then they see the hole from the first stream. Khan makes their way over to it, and using some TNT that they had crafted earlier, decides to blow up the hole. And then this happens.
The sand's gonna fall? It's a shared account?
This person is the one who made this hole, and it's probably the same person who's creating all the other weird changes that occurred between streams, and most importantly, this person is most likely the one keeping Khan here.
And it explains why they keep ending up in different places when the video starts. If the kid can get away with streaming, he for sure clicking that link. Oh, you think the kid's gonna be the one to click the link? I was under the impression that the kid only has access to Minecraft. But you're right, he could have, no, because then he could have just emailed like 911 or something. I doubt the kid has access to the email account. Instead playing a horror game would probably be funny. I would die. Like, I think my heart would literally give out.
Eventually, Khan makes their way back to the house by the tree stump and practices leaving it a couple times before the stream eventually ends.
Is he practicing or is he showing?
This stream had a lot going on, but the stream that happened the next day was genuinely one of the most saddening things I've probably ever seen.
It looks like the house is on fire.
Khan was once again not in the position that they logged off in. This time they were standing in front of a sign that said, "You're not going anywhere."
That's weird. Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's bone chilling. Oh, that is. So now we know for sure that he is legitimately kidnapped. Like, this is genuinely a kid who has been nabbed that we're watching. My goodness.
Their house burned to the ground. They tried to put it out, but most of the fire had already destroyed the house. Defeatedly, they started to walk back towards their main base, taking one last look at what remained of that other house. But unfortunately, upon returning, they discovered that this same destruction also was on their main houses. This time, Khan made no effort to put out any of the fire. They simply walked around and watched as everything
That's why you gotta build some stuff out of stone, gang.
they spent so long on burned to the ground. After a while, Khan does something I've never seen them do before, which is mine into the ground 3 blocks and cover up the hole. And this is how the stream remained for the remaining 30 minutes that were left of the stream. It's clear that Khan feels incredibly defeated.
Yeah.
Seeing all of their hard work get completely demolished for seemingly no reason would do the same to me. However,
let's go
within the last 30 seconds of the live stream, this happened. What I believe just occurred is Khan tricked whoever was watching them, leaving the computer entirely before their 30-minute time limit was up, meaning they could run back to the computer just in time to type whatever they wanted unsupervised. And I'm pretty sure what Khan
password to the email
was the exact password I needed
password
to get into the Gmail account.
Come on, let's save this boy. Let's save him. Win. Wait, don't ask for two-factor? Two-factor? No two-factor. No two-factor. Oh my god.
The first thing I checked was the account. Specifically,
he might actually save a kid.
Any sort of specific location that would help me narrow.
Go to Manage Videos.
Where Khan was being held. I was able to go behind the scenes on the YouTube channel to see any unlisted or private videos, and to my surprise, I saw tons of privated YouTube videos from 2010 on the channel. They were over 14 years old at this point and looked to be seemingly normal Minecraft review videos. I quickly switched to the live stream tab, where I was able to see a total of 21 live streams.
Are these all the ones?
The past month, seemingly done by Khan. I clicked on one, I got to see the beginnings of Khan building their house and exploring the world. They would occasionally write on signs asking if anyone was watching, but would eventually move on, seemingly knowing the answer. It broke my heart to go through these old streams and see Khan slowly focus less and less on exploring and building, and more just keeping to their base. But I still needed to figure out information about Khan's location. So I opened Google, went to the account settings, there was nothing to be found. So I went to the email, and I found a few things. Firstly was my email, which was open, but had no response.
Right, because who's gonna click on a random link?
Told me whoever opened it didn't exactly buy my story. There were a couple of sports news subscriptions, but none of them had any specific location.
No, it has
info.
stuff in there.
I had scoured through most of the account and somehow couldn't find a single location or state.
How? How do you have a whole account and none of it has information about where you live?
I switched back over to YouTube, trying to find any information I missed over there.
Watch history. Dude, who clears their YouTube search history?
Weirdos. Like the most abysmal ones, like the ones who have horrible skin kind, the lack of hygiene kind, the ones that touch things with dirty hands kind, the most abysmal kind.
Subscriptions, we have oh, wait, yes. Michigan State.
It suddenly all made sense. From the sports subscriptions
Michigan?
to watching TV on Saturdays.
Who is in Michigan?
During the live streams. Even the password being Wolverine was from the Michigan Wolverines, the football
Horrible skin kind. I was actually looking for the word acne, but I could not think of it just now.
team. I typed everything I had into Google Maps and immediately recognized what I saw. I had the right place. It was the house with the stump in front of it. This was it. I knew no one would ever believe my story about finding all this info out through a Minecraft live, but it was just enough information to leave an anonymous tip about a child who, after some quick research, I found out went missing in Lake Michigan a few months before the live stream started. I just hoped it was enough.
Wow. That is insanity.
I found a police report a few days later. Apparently, the kidnapper had gotten away, but the child was found. The report contained a conversation between an official and Khan, who I learned was actually one Levi Goldings. The conversation went like this.
Hi there, Levi. I'm just gonna ask you a few questions. Is that okay? Can you remember what happened when you were first taken? That's okay. Can you tell us anything about the man who took you? Anything about what he looked like, what he wore? That's incredibly helpful. How about where he kept you? Did it ever change? Did he ever move you?
He was gonna keep me in the basement. Dark.
Is that why he's scared of dark places?
I'm sure that was very scary. Can you remember any sounds or noises that stood out to you there?
I was just crying.
Whoa, am I seeing a face inside of the recording? This is weird. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. There's like a nose and then there's like an eye. I don't want to see that, bro.
That's okay. You've been incredibly helpful. You can go back to your family now.
Now, what I'm about to say isn't gonna sound great. I'm more than happy that Levi is back with his family, but something still felt wrong. A, I wanted to know how the kidnapper had gotten away, and B, a lot of things just didn't make sense to me still. When Levi
Oh, the mystery's not solved.
was in the Minecraft house, he never went in the basement. So if that's all he ever knew, how could he have built a replica of the house so
From up
accurately
top.
when he was playing Minecraft? When we watched him
Whoa.
practice escaping, it wasn't from a basement that he was being held in. It was from a bedroom of sorts. He could look out the window.
What if he was, oh my gosh, what if Levi, the one that went home, was the kid in the basement and the kid that Levi heard crying is the one that we're watching? The kid that heard the crying, that Levi heard crying, is this right here. Hold on.
And overall, the way Levi describes being treated doesn't exactly align with someone who was allowed to start playing Minecraft every day as like a birthday treat. Oh my god. The birthday. Levi was born April 21st, 2015, but on that very first YouTube video, when the world was started, Levi said it was his birthday. That was July 2nd.
Mm-hmm. It's different
There
people.
were 2 kids in the house.
Yup. Yup. I don't know if it's his dad though, because he keeps saying the words he's. I don't know if it's his dad as much as it is like some long victim that he's had. And like now, like, you remember The Promised Neverland where the mom treats Ray a little bit differently just because it was like his son, her son. Oh, I'm spoiling crazy. You should have watched The Promised Neverland by now. Well, like, it's giving that. It's giving more so like, I've held this person hostage for so long, I'm gonna treat him a little bit different. Like, this is his golden goose. He didn't get saved. Oh my gosh, he didn't get saved. didn't make it out. There's another one. Oh, that's terrifying. Holy, that's terrifying. I don't even know. Watch the sequel. That's gonna have to be for another day. But I will. Watson, that video was OD. If you guys enjoyed or were captivated by that video, this video right here is even more captivating, and I hope the best for, wow, that's crazy. With that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one, man. Goodbye.